That is true. Now, obviously, those zone nugget towers are going to be essential in helping you to protect. In fact, if you can get siege tanks set up on both sides, it shuts down a lot of the play that can be done. You really just have to watch your back door from that point on. Now, once again, going into the players, we see Creamy from Clan RH is spawning at the bottom left as the blue Terran, and we see Griffith from Clan H20 spawning at the top as the red Terran. So we are here with the TVT in this clan war. Very interesting to see what styles we see from both these players. Are we going to see the Icoic? Are we going to see the Tank Viking? Or are we going to see heavy drop play? It's just all up in the air right now. Hopefully we see something a little bit more exciting than the standard Tank Viking play. We will just have to see.
And we all know how infuriated Matt gets when we see the Icoic build. So,
I might actually have to start using that on the ladder because it is effective.
Oh, please don't, Winner. No, I was kidding. I'll be you, man.
Interesting bunker placement by Creamy behind the line. It's obviously fine. You see a lot of players just drop it right there in between the gas and the command center just because it's so quick. There's very little delay whatsoever, but it looks like there's very little delay as is. And he might even be able to raise that to stop some Hellion harass. So very good choice in the placement, but a little bit interesting, not common. So far, it looks like we're actually seeing mirror builds. Checking the production tab. Creamy is a little bit ahead on his SCV, but other than that, it is looking exactly even.
Yep, and actually we saw those gas going down exactly at the same time for both players. One thing I'd like to note, though, is the Hellion has enough range that even if you do pop that Spidey bolt up, it will still be able to roast SCVs. So it's going to be more for damage control than anything else.
Yeah, probably. I don't really know. The Hellion does have a lot of range. The Hellion is really annoying to deal with. The Hellion is the bane of almost all races once Blue Flame gets added to its arsenal. But it is stoppable. It's the main thing you have to see it coming because they are so fast and so powerful against workers. When you get 3 of them in a group, they fry everything that ever exists. So I'm going to be interested to see if we see some Hellion harass going down. Actually see a supply depot going down for Griffith in this back corner of his base. Very smart, going to be able to scout that medevac coming in, going to be able to scout that drop, landed in this dark, deep, recessed corner of his base that nobody ever scouts, and so it's really, really good to land. So, once again, just seeing mirror build, seeing a factory come down for Griffith as a Marine on patrol, trying not to let a scout come in, so might be seeing a 1-1-1 build. Still don't see any other buildings coming down for Creamy whatsoever.
Yeah.
He has the minerals, he has the gas, but he is not using them. That is obviously not a mistake. He has a plan with that. Might be seeing a 1-Rax expand, which is risky. The 2-Rax expand is much more common. But it looks like we're going to see a 1-Rax expand come down from Creamy. Definitely looking to do a macro style while pushing with these Marines to do a little bit of damage. Try to force him to, react defensively and not try a Marine push early on. So, just a very, very safe choice by Creamy, it looks like.
Very true. And feigning that push, definitely going to deter the attack from Griffith if it was coming. Actually, Griffith looking to expand as well, so we're not going to see Banshees, nothing like that. It's going to be pretty much mirrored builds. Once again, just a little different timing here, where Creamy got the command center a little bit earlier, but Griffith is going to have more tanks.
Yes, that's actually very true. It's really, you have a little bit of a trade-off here. Creamy's going to have the command center done sooner, so therefore he's going to have a little bit of an economic advantage. However, we see that Griffith's going to have this factory done far sooner. Going to be a little bit ahead on the tank count. So it's going to be interesting to see how Creamy's going to recover that. We see the reactor going down, so it looks like Marine tank at this point. I'm not saying that's going to be it throughout the whole game. I have seen him drop so much infantry that tanks just cannot chew them all up before they're taken out. So, and we see instantly, very good timing for Creamy, as this command center is done, instantly transform into the orbital command. See the one for Griffith about done. So, like you say, just pretty much about mirror builds, but we do see a second barracks come down from Griffith, so no starport yet.
Very interesting. You do normally like to have those Vikings out for the air control. Actually, Griffith was supply blocked there for a little bit, delaying that tank until that command center did finish. So, not exactly lining up, but pretty darn close thus far, and looking like he's going to secure this expansion very, very soon here. Even putting a bunker up, there we go.
Looking at this so far, we do see that CreamyRH is ahead in harvesters and actually not even transporting this command center up yet, just using it to create an SCV that is sitting there for no reason. Very, very interesting play, but we do see him getting an engineering bay and a turn up just in case there are banshees flying around. Very smart play, always safe to do. However, there are no banshees on this field. Probably will be no banshees on this field, judging from the look of this. See that Griffith is actually going to secure his natural before Creamy, which is interesting due to the fact that Creamy had his base done before him.
Very true. And actually, we see the SCV from Creamy scouting the exact timing of Griffith's expansion. There we go.
Let's just call him Griff.
Griff from Griff's. I like it. Griff's expansion. So Griff actually choosing to get 2 barracks instead of the reactor barracks, and from a I read a thread a little while ago saying that this is actually more effective because you don't lose the production time on your Marines while you're getting that reactor, but it doesn't mean you can't swap it to like a starport or something later on. So it's kind of a trade-off. I'd say 50-50. I don't know, personal preference.
Yeah, that is true, and we actually do see the reactor being built now. He's not actually even using this barracks. He's a little bit blocked on money so far, but he is getting it back. But that is true. It really comes down to personal preference. See these tanks absolutely dominate what looks like an SCV scout down here near Creamy's natural. No starport for Creamy yet, so he is not going to be up with the tank Viking. He does have a SCV sitting around doing nothing. I wonder what that's going to be. He has plenty of gas, has a good amount of minerals, but is not using it to make important tech structures. So it's just going to be really interesting to see. Is he going to stay on these two buildings forever, or is he going to get a starport, get another barracks? What are we going to see? Because we already see Vikings on the field for Griffith. No, the tank Viking, he knows the importance of having the site. He has tech switched. Oh wow, he's tech switched that starport with that barracks and now building double medevacs. Or no, he canceled one, only building 1 medevac. Might be seeing a drop come down. Creamy is not going to be prepared for a drop. He only has 1 missile turret, which might or might not kill it. And we see Creamy abusing Tastes' secret hallway, moving around the back. This could be very devastating. However, Griffith, very, very, very smart, has just built a barracks there to abuse that, and is going to stop this push. He's going to have more than enough time to react and move his tanks over. So, and we actually see Creamy falling back, knowing, nope, he is going to be going in. I think now he knows there's a building there. So he's going to have to take this out before he can push in, which is going to give Griff more than enough time to move over there with his tanks and secure it. So let's see how this works out.
Yeah, right. It's going to be very close timing. Whoever gets those tanks sieged up first is going to have a huge advantage. It actually looks like Creamy is going to have his first tank sieged up, but the third one not there. And Creamy scooting the edge of these siege tanks' range, trying to keep those Marines safe. Very close. 1 tank is going to be in the line of fire. Will definitely go down.
And this is what's so important about Vision. We're actually medevac coming to do some Marine drop on top of these tanks. Probably not going to do that much damage. He's going to do a little bit. But these Marines are going to be able to kill most of them off. Actually, some very good drop play. Going to be able to take out quite a few tanks. The rest of them are going to be coming in. There's no vision. So this stop by Creamy, it stopped absolutely dead. If there had been no barracks built there, that would have been an absolute game-ender push. But we see very, very, very smart building position by Griffith. And we see Creamy's minerals have gotten a little bit high. His macro is slipped. He's at roughly 1,300 minerals. He is now building a lot of barracks, a lot of infantry, getting a medevac. No tech on the starport yet. Don't see him look.
But Winterborn just died on me. So I guess Winterborn must have just gone. I will continue casting because I guess he is completely going to pull up that TeamSpeak here real fast and see if he times out. Not quite sure what is going on with him, but I will continue to cast even without him. Not quite sure. Yeah, so Winterborn definitely just definitely got out of this game. Yep, so Winterborn's computer must have actually crashed. Always not exciting, not fun. Got another 25 seconds, so I will pull up this and see what's going on. It is going to be a one-man show. I know, always rough. I'm actually a little worried about Creamy right now. It looks like Griffith has a very impressive army coming in here. Definitely worried. And ridiculous spamming here from Griffith.
User joined your channel.
Interesting.
Hey, this is Ark.
How's it going, Ark? Yeah, so winner just dropped.
Hey, how's it going?
Would you like to commentate with me?
Stream, I like it.
Oh, well, thank you. Would you like to be our guest commentator as Winterborn is gone?
Sure, why not?
Hey guys, this is Arcturus, and he is going to be commentating with me because Winterborn is gone, no more. Actually, Creamy loading up for a drop right here. Ark, how we kind of do this, just kind of go back and forth, do a little talking. If I stop, just go for it, you know, give it your thoughts.
Sure. Well, I'm actually not in this game, so
Oh, wow.
there's only so much I can say.
So I guess I will...
They forgot to add me.
Oh, the worst. Yeah.
So, I'd like to apologize to our viewers for occasionally hopping in here and giving you the annoying user has joined and then left the channel.
I think it's okay. Actually, that Marine patrol was very, very good. Actually spotting this drop, but really nothing here for Griffith to defend, not even sieging up that tank. So I don't think he realizes what is actually happening, pulling all his units away. So I guess he does see the drop coming, but, I mean, not really reacting. Honestly, sniping some tech could be very effective. Trying to go get that armory would be very devastating. Actually, Creamy just looking to take out some supply depots. And Griffith kind of in disarray, back and forth between the two, between the watchtower and his base. So I'm not quite sure what to do there. Drop
Yeah, I think
super
that helped
effective.
Creamy a lot.
Yeah.
Right now, those tanks could have been pretty devastating.
And actually,
ooh. I'm not sure on the unit count, but it looks like Griffith may have more siege tanks.
Actually, Creamy is up by 1 siege tank. So
Okay.
Creamy doing a great job. I mean, not hating or anything like that, but these Marines have paid for themselves 10 times over. And yeah, hopefully he finishes off that supply depot before all his units are destroyed. It looks like Creamy's drop definitely cost effective as of yet. Griffith being forced to pull all the way back to his base, and now Creamy has a very substantial army.
Why don't we pull up the units lost tab?
Got it, there we go. Your wish is my command. We see we have Creamy losing 26 units for a total of 2,175 resources, whereas Griffith has lost 34 units for a total of 2,575. So Creamy is slightly ahead in that category, Creamy looking to secure his gold, I'm sure, and Griffith actually floating his command center, so he will be a little bit ahead. We'll have that gold just a wee bit earlier, but Creamy ahead so far in the units lost. So pretty much, honestly, I'd say an even game. Not quite sure who's an advantage, but if Griffith is able to hold this expansion, he will definitely be ahead. Trying to see Marines and Marauders moving around. Planetary Fortress definitely. Oh, but actually we're going to see a orbital command. Very interesting. I guess because there are siege tanks, Planetary Fortress not necessary. Might as well get those mules, get those scans. And Creamy looking to move out here. A very scary force. Got tanks, Marines, Marauders, but no Vikings. Something very interesting. Where Griffith really has none either. He has 3 Vikings. So very
Griffith
much.
Might be in trouble here. It looks like he's moving out a little bit late.
Oh yeah, very bad.
Creamy's able to siege up right now.
Yep, and Creamy actually looking just to push.
In a pretty strong position here. I think his siege tanks actually have range to that command center. Oh, but he's gonna stem in.
Oh yeah, he's actually just getting a little greedy here. Getting very greedy.
All he really has to do is sit back with his tanks.
Yeah,
although,
but he
because he doesn't have air control, that may be a disadvantage for him.
Yeah, and those Vikings would be key. So Griffith playing very defensively, keeping these tanks all sieged up, but Creamy definitely has the tank advantage. More tanks, but without the air, it really is not going to help him much at all. And medevac's now going down. Not what you want if you are Creamy. I would like to see some medevacs coming out.
From saturating his gold, though.
True.
He can't land it or it'll get blown up.
Not what you want if you are Griffith. Yeah, honestly, that is a big problem. But the saving grace is Griffith does have the Viking control. That's going to be key. But Creamy has a very strong position here built up. So, and actually securing a third, not his gold.
I'm curious if we don't see Creamy move some of his siege tanks over to the left, just to get a little more of a concave.
Very true. A good observation here from Arcturus. Looks like actually a huge drop being loaded up from Griffith. So, oh, actually Creamy coming on that right side, going to run right into the base, and this could be devastating.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, production facilities are vulnerable at this point. The SV is being pulled off the line, and Griffith really not having enough to defend this. And good game. Girlfriend is annoying the shit out of him. So there we go. Score screen. Creamy has won, putting Clan RH up 3-1. Griffith, sir, I think you are the real winner in this game.